Let's go. Welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday morning. I used to love Saturday mornings when I was a kid, cartoons. Let's see if we can get some of that enthusiasm here. Let's go. And pull up a chessboard. On a lovely Saturday morning. So happy to be off today. And play some 5-minute Blitz. Let's go. E4, E5, best by test. May get a bit symmetrical, may not, we'll see. I'm okay if my opponent spoils my pawn structure. Computer move is taking away from the center. This is more human. And this is okay. Getting both two pieces, the knight and the pawn. Let's go. Could be defended. Oops. Yep, dropping the bishop back. Don't want to play this check. It either develops a piece or pawn structure. I'd rather just play on bishop here and then question. First we'll clarify what's going on with this bishop on a Saturday morning. Yeah, I used to like watching the Smurfs. I think Smurfs was my favorite. And then Gummy Bears came out after. Gummy Bears was fun too. They drink their gummy berry juice and then bounce around. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. I'm eyeing this twice. It is defended adequately. My opponent hasn't castled yet. But I would also like to improve this bishop. I'm going to go for this because if my opponent castles king side naturally, I have this skewering the queen and the rook. Knight cannot. The knight can, but knight doesn't want to. Okay, queen is just going to centralize a little more. Still hitting this queen on a Saturday morning. Opponent is doing their best. And now the thing is, this works. But I still can win the exchange here. And I will right away. And if queen takes, I take towards the center. Let's go. If queen doesn't take, I'd rather not take because then that improves the knight. So, gonna get this rook semi-open e-file. Opponent is hitting here twice. Rook does feel a bit silly coming back, but so be it. I guess it should have came here. D8 initially. Okay, very simple. Rook takes. Forking on fork. A couple of tactical shots in this game. One winning the exchange, and now this. Oh, this is clever though. Takes. Instead of all that, giving up the bishop. And if my opponent saves a knight, bishop, yes. Opponent saves a knight, bishop's hitting the rook. This rook is a little uncomfortable. Yeah, going all the way back. And now this rook was the right rook to come to the e-file, and this rook, as it appears, at least in this line, this was the way to play. Dropping this bishop back. I love this bishop on this diagonal. I think f5 is good here, using arrows. Let's go. Yeah, playing f5. If takes en passant, there's this. When it's having a think. On this lovely Saturday morning. Let's go. Not gonna take. But I will improve my pawns and the king. King wants to come here after this pawn goes forward. Pawn is threatening to play this. So before all that, I'll play c5. Okay, grabbing a pawn. Grabbing a pawn. So when the dust settles, I'm up the exchange, down a pawn. Now I attack. Finally with this d7, d6. Very late in the game, 31st move, finally pushing my d-pawn. Opponent is approaching that less than minute mark. Oh, getting there. Got some orange juice as well. I guess I didn't mention that that was coffee, but I think that's assumed on a Saturday morning. This is orange juice. Let's go. So this solves all my problems. I have about 30 seconds on the clock on Saturday morning. Leaning back. Check, check. Going forward. Don't think this pawn is a problem. I mean, right away you can't push because I take. And now finally, my opponent is under a minute. So could see some suboptimal choices. Oh, that was a suboptimal choice. Pre-moving here. Knight is hitting the rook. I missed that. And my opponent missed it too. Now I have this check. Oh, getting so lucky on a Saturday morning. Getting behind this pass pawn, as all rooks should do. I guess my opponent wanted some sort of a fight with these tricky knights and this pawn, because if knight took rook, looked like everything was, the king was going to collect this pawn. "29 seconds. Now my opponent is hoping for some repetition, but I say no. But can I say no? The good news is these pawns, these pieces, loose pieces, are far away enough from the king, so there's no forks. No forks at all. And when you're beside a rook, a knight, and when you're diagonally from a knight, they cannot check you. Grabbing here. Check. Start with this check. My opponent is under 10 seconds on this lovely Saturday morning. If you made it this far, let's go. Thank you so much. Check. Check him if you got him. Hitting this knight. Yes, threatening to take 2 knights for the price of 1 bishop. Let's go. Getting behind this pass pawn. And improving the king. Let's go. Good game. Hope you enjoyed that lovely Saturday morning game. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.